as the name says, emergency, danger. Usually you don't have very much time to think in such a situation, right? And of course you don't have time for artistic stuff, yeah. So everything I'm going to teach you here is very simple, it is very straight, and it's very effective. But, I'm sorry, there's always a but, right? So here's the same. You need to practice. You know, from watching this once and saying, hey, that's cool, that's interesting. Yeah, no, that won't work, trust me. So, well, I don't expect you to practice 3 times a week, each time 2 hours. No, no. So, this is a recommendation for you. Women ask me very often, they say, okay, what is the best thing for me to wear when I'm out on the street? I don't want to draw attention. So what is the best thing? To be dressed all in gray and look very unattractive? Or what would you recommend? I tell you this, forget about the clothing. You can look sexy, you can wear your high heels, you can look really, really cool, you can really look fancy. You can be attractive as ever you want. That's not the point. And you can look very, I'd say, gray, very grayish, you know. So really not flashy, no colors, really a hood over here, very, you know, like this. This won't protect you. This lady, for example, she looks very, very good. Yes. So, and now for you, now you try to think as the attacker, okay? Now you imagine you are the attacker. Imagine you are the person. If you're a man or a woman, no problem. That is no difference. Imagine you are the attacker now, okay? Imagine you are the attacker. You have 2 women. One very, very attractive. The other, not very attractive. What is the difference here? From the point of view of an attacker. Well, this girl looks very sharp, yes, but she is technical. In this first chapter, this is everything about fear and panic. What you need for this exercise is a partner. Works like this. You lay your hand on the shoulder of your partner. Right hand, left hand, doesn't matter. No. And then your partner, your trainingspartner, he takes his hand around your neck like this. Okay? So, and now this. Your partner counts. 1, 2, 3, and then he chokes you.
1, 2, 3.
But very important point for the partner, I hope your trainings partner sees this video now too. If you do that, you won't help the other person by being friendly, by being careful. Okay, because out on the street, nobody will be friendly and careful. So it is your job now to be the bad guy. Really, okay? In this case, well, it's strange, but by being mean, bad, you help your partner in this exercise. Okay? Good. Now, we have the situation that somebody is choking you. Very, very, very bad thing. But also, chapter 1, you have the experience now how it feels to be choked. Okay? That's an important thing. Because when you know the fear, you can get rid of that fear. And then you can do something to escape that hold, to escape that danger. Okay, now, the parts of the body, which is one of the naturally best, well protected, it's the eyes. You know, there's the reflex, you know that you do this and automatically the eyes do this. Yeah. So what we do is we attack straight the eyes. There are a few things in the internet. They say, okay, you open your hand and then your palm right on the forehead of the attacker, open your fingers and then pull down. And then these two fingers will just kind of snap in here like this and then push, then go like that. The fingers themselves, that is not too much. So I won't say that this would feel good if somebody has you on the face and does this. I would not like that. But there is a way that is way more powerful and more effective. Works like this. Imagine that. You, both of your hands, and you grab the head of your attacker. Both sides here. Okay? By the way, if one hand is blocked somewhere, you can do this with one hand too. Two hands are better. Because if somebody has two hands here on your throat, on your neck, holds you here, is choking you here, that means he has not a third hand to stop you doing this. So it's a matter of being faster, more consequent, more effective. Okay? So, both hands, left and right, both sides of the head, like this. And that way, the opponent can shake his head and do this and whatever. You can always go with him. Like that, you know. You can, no problem, you can be with the, wherever he turns, wherever he goes, you are with him here because you are holding his head. And now all you do is both thumbs from this position down here, just like this. From here, just this, okay? You just put the thumbs down here. That's all. And then you use both of your thumbs to press in here, to press hard in here. You know, when you have your fingers and you do this, well, this is better than nothing, of course, but the knife is probably one of the most important tools mankind ever had. I mean, without the knife, or better, okay, in the beginning with stone tools, I think there's a high chance that we would probably still sit in the trees and throw shit on other apes we don't like. You know, the invention of metal, bronze, iron, steel, and those things, the knife, those things are very, very important for human culture, for human evolution. But as most inventions, there were two sides of a coin. Knives are very, very helpful tools. And on the other hand, they are lethal weapons. So, well, I'm sorry, I have to talk about this side, the side with the lethal weapons. There are techniques who simply don't work. Because this is always a thing that the attacker exactly knows what he has to do. And so it's like dancing, you know. You are, you know, in a, yeah, you know, it's like a dance. You know, okay, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, and then side step. And when both know what to do, then it's a wonderful choreography. But that hasn't to do anything with reality. And for example, I mean, there are still videos and or seminars where the attacker is like this. You know, the only person and the last person I've ever seen doing this was Norman Bates in Psycho, the famous shower scene. You remember that? Well, oh, and on the other hand, there are techniques, there are schools, you still learn that kind of attack. It's the attacker comes with a knife like this. And you do this. Your arms cross over and you block the attack. Then you turn it here and you bring it, yeah, and so on. Yeah, that's fantastic. The only problem is that even if an attacker would do this, he wouldn't do you the favor and stop here and freeze and waits until you do your magic. I've seen people who were stabbed, who led to death, who really this terrible thing. And those people, they were not unfit, quite the contrary. You know, this is a situation that will happen mostly to women because they have mostly longer hair. So this is a target an opponent, an attacker will gladly use. If somebody grabs you by the hair and pulls, that hurts like hell, absolutely, yes. And so there is a thing you can do. It's really simple. It's not adventurous, it's not glorious, it's very, very simple, but it works. Trust me. If somebody pulls you in a certain direction, usually you will follow gladly there because you hope to release the pain, but the pain will not release. All you do is you do the attacker a favor. Two things. When somebody grabs you by the hair, what you do is this. You grab the hand of the attacker down to the ground. Make it as heavy and as complicated as any possible for your attacker to bring you from this point to the point he likes you to be, okay? And, you know, there are things when people say, you can do a kick, just somebody grabs you and holds you and you just, kick back to the knee or kick back this, whatever. The reality is when somebody drags you by your hair, just try it. Just try it, okay? And you will see with coordinated actions, you say, okay, now he grabs me by the hair. Okay, I'm doing this. And now, chaka, I do this. And then I kick here and I do that. Try it and you will know. But what you can do is the most simple thing ever. You don't have to practice that. You don't need to have special skills. So let's call it not so intense as the other one. It will not cause any harm, probably to the ego. Yes, but that will heal, I'm pretty sure. Okay, good. Thing is that you have, for this exercise, you have the situation is this. Somebody is very close to you, closer than you want a person to be. Okay? So, what you do is this. You only need these here. One hand like this, and the other hand like this. Okay. Like I said, somebody is close to you, too close. So what you do is, you take one hand and bring that hand right on the back of the person, right on the back here. Best thing would be probably to have the thumb like this, but it's not a problem to have the thumb up here. So whatever suits you, whatever's better for you, just like this. But now, the other hand, you have like this, like I told you, like an L, and that you bring right under the nose of a person, right under the nose, okay? This is right here, like this, okay? Right here. And then you do two things. Thing number one is, with the hand you have behind, in the back of the person, you pull the person a little bit towards you, or at least you make sure that the person won't go back. Because if the person... That's it. The pressure is gone. The effect is... Okay? So, once again, just one hand in the back. Well, this hand or that hand, you can do this with both hands. This is no problem at all. It doesn't matter if you use this hand like this, or if your hands like that here. It doesn't matter. Absolutely not. It's just on this point here, just like this point. Okay? And again then, practice that. One hand is holding in the back and the other hand goes in a thing round. What can you do if somebody's holding your arms? Most people think, nothing. That is the terrible thing in this situation. I can't do anything. You can do something. And you can do a very effective thing. I'm going to tell you. It's like this. Okay, you won't believe me in the first place. I know that. So please ask a partner, ask a friend to grab you like that. Okay, both arms, upper body, over the arms here, and really hold you tight. And then you will see that you still are able to do this. You still can move your underarms. And what can you do with your underarms? Most people will now say, nothing. I can't go up here. I can't do anything because my arms are pressed against my body. All I can move, yeah, right, okay. And now, try this, but do me the favor, be careful, okay? In a second, you know what I mean. If somebody grabs you and holds you very tight, that means the body of the attacker is tight, is tightly pressed on your back. And what you do now is this.